The Colts season is winding down, and with another disappointing finish, attention shifts to a familiar and uncomfortable question. What should Indianapolis do with General Manager Chris Ballard? The answer is far from simple, and that is exactly why this decision continues to divide the fan base. Another year without playoff football marks a troubling pattern. The Colts have now missed the postseason for several consecutive seasons, and it has been years since the franchise last won a playoff game. Ballard has been in charge throughout this stretch, and while the results are undeniable, the context around his tenure makes the evaluation complicated. On one hand, Ballard has consistently built competitive rosters. His draft record stands out, especially beyond the first round. He has identified and developed core contributors across the lineup, from dominant offensive linemen to productive skill players and defensive leaders. His ability to find value throughout the draft is widely respected around the league and represents a clear upgrade from the regime before him. That is the primary reason Ballard has been given more patience than his predecessor. Previous leadership was dismissed quickly after consecutive playoff misses, yet Ballard has remained in place despite similar outcomes. Many fans understand why, even if their frustration continues to grow. Everything changed when Andrew Luck unexpectedly retired. That moment reshaped the franchise and altered Ballard's trajectory almost overnight. Instead of refining a contender built around a star quarterback, Ballard was forced into a prolonged search for stability at the most important position in football. Since then, the Colts have cycled through a long list of starting quarterbacks, most of them short-term solutions who failed to elevate the team. The attempt to solve the problem through the draft has also fallen short so far. The selection of a young quarterback was supposed to signal a new era, but development stalled quickly. Just a few seasons later, the future at quarterback remains uncertain, and the reset button looms once again. This past season brought renewed optimism when Ballard finally broke from his conservative habits. He was more aggressive in free agency and willing to make bold moves, signaling urgency rather than patience. Early returns were promising before injuries derailed momentum. Even so, the willingness to adapt did not go unnoticed. Around the league, there is a belief that Ballard's relationships and recent shift in philosophy could keep him in place. Ownership values continuity, and the intent behind recent moves may matter almost as much as the results. Chris Ballard's Colts have often looked strong on paper, built with depth and talent, yet something has always been missing. The structure is there, but the direction has never fully aligned. As the offseason approaches, ownership faces a defining choice. Stick with a general manager who builds solid foundations but struggles to finish the job, or finally turn the page in search of a new vision to lead the franchise forward.